Hey guys, and welcome to my shoulder and tricep dumbbell workout. This is a great workout for building some strength and muscle size. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a warm up with body weight and some light dumbbells. We're gonna do 4 exercises, 30 seconds each. Just follow along with me. Then we've got a heavy dumbbell section and a lighter dumbbell section. So get your light dumbbells ready for the warm up. We're going to start off with some arm circles. So just circling the arms forwards like this, making sure you get a nice big range of motion. Seems like a simple one, but it's a really good way to start lubricating the joints. And let's change direction, getting some blood flowing through them. We're going to be supersetting between shoulder and tricep exercises today. All right, grabbing your dumbbells, coming up to the top for a push press. So you've got this neutral grip, just putting a little bend in the legs, driving up and through. Just keeping it easy. Hopefully you haven't gone too heavy yet. This is just the warm up. All right, putting them down. I'm gonna go 1 up, 1 down. Getting some shoulder extension, stretching the front of the shoulder while getting the lats opening out at the top. Switching this into some crisscross, so getting the chest stretching and then wrapping round, getting a little stretch around the back. All right, onto the floor now. I'm gonna do some shoulder extensions. I'm gonna do it on my knuckles, but you can do it on the flats of your hands. I'm gonna drive up, glute bridge, hold 1, 2, and down. Drive up, hold 1, 2, and down. Keep doing that. So you're feeling the stretch down the front of the shoulder, maybe on the bicep as well. Just these glute bridge, shoulder extensions. All right, back to your feet. Just back into those arm circles. We're just gonna repeat those 1 more time, and then we're gonna go into the heavier dumbbell section. All right, let's go backwards. So you're starting to feel the shoulders warming up already. Okay, grabbing those light dumbbells, going for that push press. So a little dip in the leg, drive up to the top. Dumbbells back down. Got those 1 up, 1 down. And then we're going to switch to some crisscross, opening the chest out, crossing across the front. You can feel my shoulders burning a little bit. It's quite early in the morning here, definitely not woken up fully yet. All right, let's go for those bridge extensions. So hands can be flat like that, or I'm gonna do it on my knuckles, just to have a few wrist problems. So I'm just gonna do things like this. I'll tend to use my knuckles. So up, let's put that little hold in, and down. Definitely feeling that shoulder stretch. Okay, so that's it for the warm-up. We're gonna move on to section 1 now. You're gonna need a heavier pair of dumbbells. I'm gonna be using some 17.5 kilos per dumbbell. I'll put up on the screen what that is in pounds, as I can't do the maths right now. We're gonna be doing 4 exercises, 30 seconds on with 30 seconds off. We're gonna do 3 rounds. You'll have a slightly extended break in between the rounds. We're gonna start off with a dumbbell strict press. We need those 30 seconds off to let the shoulders recover. Let's get ready for that strict press. Can already tell I might have gone too heavy. We'll see if we can last out the round. So there's no use of the leg. There's no arching of the lower back. Control the tempo on the way down. Don't quite touch the shoulders, just hovering off them. Oh. Right, that's tough. Let me just adjust my microphone. Hopefully it's not ruffling too much. Okay, next up, we're gonna do an alternating Arnold press. So you're gonna alternate arms with a 180 twist at the top. Shoulders definitely need that recovery time. If you found it too easy, just go up a little bit in the dumbbells. All right. So alternating sides. I've got a full 180 twist. Breathe, brace your core, and then press. Ideally, don't try and talk whilst doing it. Oh, I did have some 20 kilos ready, but I don't think we're gonna need those. I think I'll just stick with these 17.5s. Next up, we're gonna hit the traps. So it's a shoulder workout, but your traps are still part of that shoulder girdle. So we're gonna go for some shrugs, just putting some 2-second pauses at the top of each rep. Just letting my grip stay fresh. All right, let's go. We're gonna come up, 1, 2, and relax. Up, 1, 2, and slowly down. Up. Hold at the top and down. Okay, we're going to emphasize the triceps a little bit more now. We're going to come onto the floor. We're going to do a close grip, neutral dumbbell press. So neutral just means that you're going to have this grip with your palms facing one another. We're going to keep your elbows tucked into your sides. Oh, that's a nice close elbow position. And let's go. So tucking the elbows in and using a neutral grip will take a little bit of emphasis off the chest and onto the triceps. You'll still feel your shoulders working during this though. And in the second section, we're gonna do a few more tricep isolation exercises. Take a rest now. You got 45 seconds off. Probably could have repped a little bit faster on that floor press to make it fatigue a bit earlier. But if you're finding that your weights are too light, just bump them up a bit. And if you're finding that you can't last the 30 seconds without stopping, you need to lower the weight a bit if you've got the options available. So we're gonna go round 2. Just grab a drink. So we're back onto that strict press. Oh, that's perfect weight for me today. I don't think I've got any more than 1 or 2 reps left in me after that. Not that nice controlled tempo. So next up, we're going to that alternating Arnold press. Hovering one while we press the other. Definitely a shoulder burner, especially when you're hovering that other arm. Right, let's get you ready to go. Whee. Usually use lighter dumbbells when I'm trying to talk through, but we'll see if we can last out with these. So next up, we're going to go for those shrugs. Remember adding that pause at the top, that 2-second pause, getting the traps working. If for whatever reason you don't want to do shrugs, sometimes some of the ladies prefer not to emphasize that. You could just do some Romanian deadlifts instead. The traps are really important though, for anyone, for stabilizing the shoulder joint. I found that when I've been working my traps, that my shoulder press strength has gone up due to that extra support. We're onto the floor now. We're going to do that floor press. I'm going to use a slightly higher tempo, just getting more reps out. Sometimes slowing the tempo down can make it harder. I think on this, for me, actually just getting a few extra reps will give me that extra challenge. So, tucked elbows, neutral grip. Let's go. So there's 2 rounds done, just 1 to go in this first section. Make sure your shoulders relax. We get a fairly long break, 60 seconds in the middle of the workout, where you can just fully recover your shoulders, so we can use a nice reasonable resistance throughout the workout. All right, let's go. It's getting hard. Nearly there. Only just made it. Definitely had to slow myself down a bit. All right, we've got that alternating Arnold press. Just let the shoulders relax on the knees for a second. See if I can get this done without having to stop. Okay, so 1 at a time. Let's go. Oh, I think they're the hardest two out the way, thankfully. Let's get ready for those shrugs. Like I said, if you'd prefer to do Romanian deadlifts, if you don't want to emphasize your traps, that's fine. But shrugs are really good for stabilizing that shoulder girdle. So remember, put that pause at the top. Shoulders come up. Generally, I like to pull them back slightly as well. Don't roll your shoulders, but maybe just up and back, and then relax them down. Yeah. Grip is going. I recommend trying chalk, or even some lifting straps. All right. Final exercise in the first section. I'm going to do that floor press. Floor press is a great one for these follow-alongs. Not everyone can do press-ups, but hopefully everyone can pick a weight that they can do a floor press with and still train similar muscles. Let's get one more. All right, great job. So there's the first section complete. I'm gonna take a break now. We're gonna move on to section 2. It's gonna use some lighter weights. I recommend roughly halving whatever weight you are using for the next section. We've got 4 new exercises, still doing 30 on, 30 off for 3 rounds. If you're enjoying this workout, but you'd like a little bit more structure to your training, then I've put together a 12-week dumbbell ebook, which you can check out in the description below after you've finished this workout. It tells you what sets to do, reps, it's got workouts, it's got periodization of reps throughout. Let's grab some dumbbells, let's try these. So I'm gonna go to some 9-kilo dumbbells, so roughly half what I was using before. We're gonna start with some alternating front raises. I like to unlock my knees and just brace my core. I find that stops me from leaning back. If I stand bolt upright, then I tend to be more tempted to swing my hips forwards. So just unlocking your knees, tensing your core, going for these alternating raises. Let's get one more. All right, next up, I'm gonna go behind head tricep extension. You could just take 1 dumbbell if you want, or you could touch them together and use 2. You could even use one of your heavy dumbbell if you find it more comfortable. I'm gonna use these 2. I've got hexagonal dumbbells, so they fit together nicely. If you just wanna use one light one or one heavy one, that's absolutely fine. I'm gonna drop behind my head and then extend to the top. But if you find that it's too heavy, just grab one of your dumbbells and maybe rep at a slightly higher pace so you get tired a little earlier because you'll get more reps done. But this is tough. Okay, next up, we're gonna do a variation on an upright row. So I wanna make sure that we hit some rear delts, so back of your shoulder. So rather than just doing your regular upright row, we're gonna set yourself forward slightly and we're gonna do a front leaning upright row. So you're gonna unlock your knees, just stick your bum back, just a very subtle front lean. And then we're gonna go just for a regular upright row. So lead them with the elbows, add in a slight external rotation to the top if it feels more comfortable for your shoulders. We're not driving the hips into it. I'm staying in this very subtle forward leaning position that just shifts the emphasis away from the front of the shoulder towards the mid and rear delts. All right, final one in the 4. We're gonna come back to the floor. We're gonna do a tricep isolation exercise. We're gonna do some skull crushers. Don't take the exercise literally. You just wanna come close to your head, but don't actually hit yourself in the head with these. So we're gonna still start with that neutral grip. I'm gonna hinge at the elbow, bringing the dumbbells to skim the tops of my ears. And then extend at the elbow, squeeze the triceps at the top, and continue. Your upper arm between your shoulder and your elbow should be staying relatively fixed. So your armpit angle isn't gonna change. And I'm just extending at the elbow, squeezing the triceps and lowering with control. There's 1 round done, 2 to go. So we're gonna start back with those alternating front raises. As I said before, if you found that just too easy, if you don't feel like you need those rest times, you could do it bumping it up a kilo or 2. And if you can't finish the 30-second interval, just knock it down a bit. If you've got a selection of weights and you find you're better at some exercises than others, you can use different weights for different exercises. Just find something where you're fatiguing somewhere near the end of the 30 seconds. With my routines, I try and pick exercises where you would use a similar weight for all of them. So my alternating front raise is not too far off the weight I'd use for a double behind head extension and so on. That's one problem I see with a lot of YouTube workouts, is they'll tell you to do, let's say, a bench press with some dumbbells, and then they'll use the same pair of dumbbells to do a bicep curl on the next set. But it doesn't make any sense because your bench press should be at least 3 times that your bicep curls can do. So we're trying to pick ones that go well together with similar weights. All right, let's go. Try not to let those elbows flare out too wide. Let's get one more. Got that slight front leaning upright row next. We're still hitting the front and mid delt, but if we can get that slight forward lean, we can get the rear delts involved a little bit. So unlocking the knees, slight sit back with the hips, leading with the elbows, and out and up. I add a slight external rotation to my shoulder joint at the top. That makes it easier on my shoulder, but it also makes it easier on my wrist. Keep your body fixed. Let's get one more. All right, what have we got next? We've got some skull crushers on the floor. I actually like to set the angle slightly like this with a slight slope, and then I keep that fixed. I find that finishing with that slight slope to the arm, although they're still straight, helps maintain time under tension on the triceps, rather than finishing here above my chest. I'm gonna finish here, kind of in line with my forehead. Just skimming those ears. Oi. So that's 2 done. Just 1 round left, and then the workout's complete. We're trying to make this more of a strength workout, so you're not going to be super sweaty. Maybe you are a bit, but we need these rest times in order to use a load that's effective for building muscle and strength. So there's no good just having 10 seconds off, because we just have to use a weight, and we'd be more doing an endurance session then, but we're trying to build a little bit of strength into those shoulders and tricep. Let's get ready for that alternating front raise. Final round. I think I can probably up the tempo a bit. If you were struggling to hold the dumbbells together, let's say if you've got round or chrome dumbbells, then you've got the heavier ones available, you can just take one of the heavier ones for this tricep extension instead. Should be around the same weight anyway as those two combined. And I'll use this one for this time and demo how to do that. So I'm gonna put my hands through. Still dropping it down behind your head and extending up. You might even find that this is more comfortable than doing the double. If you find you're arching your lower back, try in a half kneeling position like this. And it'll help stop you from doing that. Okay, we've got those front leaning upright rows. Final exercise now. If you're finding this workout that you're enjoying it and you fancy doing another one straight after, a great pair of this would be my back and bicep 30-minute one. So I'll link that in the end screen at the end, or if you just check out my dumbbells playlist, you'll find it in there. Onto those skull crushers, let's go. If you're finding it easy, just up that rep tempo. Still controlling the way down, but just getting a few more reps done in that 30 seconds. That's it, workout complete. Thanks so much for joining me Let me know in the comments, how did you find that workout and where are you doing the workout from? Check out my dumbbells playlist, give the video a like, make sure you subscribe, and see you again soon for another video.